I'm Mentor Chris, the proprietor Mentor Chris Academy, an online business consultant. I'm the author of the book How to Survive in Africa. I'm inviting you to my YouTube channel where I teach youths what teachers do not teach them at school.
The next item here that is very important for the practicals and also for your field work, for your projects, is the stud or what we call spike shoes. You can see it here. You can see the back is like nails over there. You see how it is. You see where this person is using it. You see how he stands on the ground. You can see this one. Just look under the feet. You see how the thing looks like thorns. All right. So if you didn't wear this, please don't go for the practical, because you will get stuck. You will remain there and nobody will come there to remove you. So the spike shoe is used to prevent our feet from getting in contact with the chemicals on the floor during our field work, during our practicals. And we have different types, just like I've shown you on the screen. If you browse the internet, you will see the various pictures of spike shoes. All you need is to get the one that is good, the one that is affordable, the one that can last for you. This is the hand trowel used in carrying the mixed chemicals from one point to the other. It's the normal hand trowel that you know. Mason use it, and some other people that works that mix chemicals also use it. So you can see different types of hand trowel in the market. So you can pick the one that that is affordable by you and begin to use it. The work is the same. You just use it to carry the mixed chemicals from either the bucket to the floor. Just anything that is being mixed together and ready to be used, you use this to carry it. You don't use your hands to carry it. Okay, this is the type of bucket that we use. We don't use iron bucket. This is the type of bucket that we use, rubber bucket. We don't use this one. This very one is an iron bucket, and if you use it with these chemicals, to just stick there, react with it, and you condemn it and also condemn the chemical. So we don't use that one. We use this type, this rubber type. Any of these four, you can pick one and use. This is the type of bucket that we use. And what's the bucket for? We use it to mix the chemical components together. It can be a used paint bucket. If you can't buy this one, you can go to those who paint houses and let them sell their paint bucket to you, which is cheaper, and you now use it for this. So don't use this iron type. Use the rubber type, whereby if you finish, you wash it off immediately and reuse it. Okay, it's affordable. Just use it to mix your chemicals. Then when we are carrying out practicals, you can use smaller cup, not this big one. You can use a smaller bucket or a smaller cup, the size that when you finish, you can throw it away, or you can still wash it and use later. So this is the type of bucket that you can use for your project. And this is the stirrer. Have you seen where women are turning gari, or what they call gari turner? You can also use it. Or you can cut stick, be it a long or short stick, depending on the type of work you're going to do, and use it. And what is the stirrer or the mixer used for? It is used to mix together all the chemicals in their right proportions. So when you, instead of you to use your hand, your bare hand, or you do something that is not supposed, you use this so that your hand will be free, even though you are using the hand glove. But the stirrer will help you go through the bucket, enter inside very well and mix the chemicals together in the right proportion. So either you buy it in the market, or you get someone to construct it for you. You can design it by yourself. All we just need is that use either a mixer, if you call it a mixer, or you can call it a stirrer, so that you use it to mix the chemical components together in the right proportion. This is the quartz sand. This is the quartz sand, the normal quartz sandstone that you know that is being sold in the market. This is it. So this is how it looks when you zoom it closer. Some are very smaller than this, tinier than this. So when you go to the market, tell those who are selling building materials to direct you to where you can buy quartz sand, and the proportion that you are going to buy will be determined by the work you are going to do. So we are not going to tell you the measurement here until you now know the measurement of the work you are going to do. So, but this is the quartz sand that you are going to use. You really need to know it before you now kick off with the practical or the projects proper. Is what you are going to use. It will help you to hold these chemicals together and make them thicker and stronger. The quartz sand or the quartz stone. This is the sandpaper. We use the sandpaper or the grinding machine. This is the grinding machine. This is how the grinding machine looks like. So either you use the grinding machine, which is this, or the sandpaper. We need any of these two instruments to smoothen our rough surfaces. It's advised that when you get to the site, either you use the filing machine or you use the sandpaper based on the size of the work you want to do. We call it, some call it filing machine or grinding machine. It is quicker than using the sandpaper, but in our practical we use the sandpaper because it's a small work, so it makes your job easier and faster when you use the filing machine or grinding machine. Okay, but when you are doing small work, you can use the sandpaper just to clean the surface. Then you continue what you're doing. This is the normal brush that you know. We use any of these tools, be it the brush or the paint roller, which is this. We use either this, which is the paint roller, or this brush. Okay, and what do we use them for? We use any of these tools to convey our chemicals to the required site. What do we mean by that? When you pour them on the ground or on the floor, you now use this to move them, move the chemicals to the site, to the areas that you need them to go and stay. Okay, so we use them to move instead of using our hand, we use this brush to take them to the parts of the floor that we want to work on. So it is advisable that we use sprayer or scraper for this job if you have them. Preferably you use the scraper, but if you don't have them, use your brush. Okay, so when you use your paint roller, it will produce bubbles. That's why some people don't use it, but when you use the scraper, it gives it a smooth surface. When you use the scraper, it gives it a smooth surface. All right, so the one that you can afford, that's the one you use. Some people use their brush and it works very well. Some use the paint roller. That's why we're telling you, anyone that you can afford, you get them and use for your work. The next one here is the hand gloves, which is used to prevent the chemicals, coming in contact with our hands during execution of our projects. We have different types of hand gloves, just like you have seen here. So you can either buy this surgical hand gloves that is rubber type, or this one that is used that is that of fabrics. You can use this. All I know is that you need to cover your hands, because if these chemicals touch your hands, definitely you will have problem. most of them will stick to your hands, that it will be difficult to remove it from your hand. I don't really advise you use this type, because this one is made up of silk, this is made up of cotton, sorry. So it's advisable you use this rubber type that will not stick to your hand. All right, so this is it. Use the hand glove to prevent the chemicals coming in contact with your hands during your projects. Next thing we are going to show you here is the nose mask. You can see this. These are different types of nose mask. You can see this one. This is the normal nose mask that you and I have been using. Once you finish using this one, you throw it away. You can use this one and wash it again and use it after your first or second use. The nose mask is used to cover our nose, so that we will be prevented from any harmful chemical that we are going to use. So we can also use it to cover our nose because of dust that is entering our noses during the practical and the field work. So before we even start the practical, you have to cover your nose, just like in the video that I'm going to show you, where we did the practical and where we did our field work. First thing we did is to cover our nose, so that we'll be protected from the harmful chemicals that we're going to use. If you are not healthy, definitely you will make money. So your health first. All right, then we'll move on to the next